All right, so for our C-lot, what we're going to cover is we're going to cover what I was originally taught as the egg cutter. Really, it's a combination of an ox hand and a slap to the back of the neck, but my instructor Scotty always called it the egg cutter. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the turn the head throw. It's another form of a labai or a throw. I'm not quite sure on what the actual term for this throw would be, so we just call it the turn the head throw. I'm going to give you 3 follow-ups in today's video, but we can build off of this for future reference and continue to grow the options from this sort of position. Now, I'm also only going to show you one entry to this position, but there are more than this. Please, please, please explore and find the ways to get to it aside from this off this cross. So what we're going to deal with is I'm going to show it in a couple different angles again, is we're going to defend a jab and a cross. So I parry the jab, and I might double power or double parry. I might do a backhand guillotine. I might do an outside vertical. I might do an inward guillotine and then make my way back up so I can get to the outside of this arm. The idea being they're in a left lead, I'm in a left lead. I defend their right cross. I'm now on the outside, preferably with a bridge, a connecting point to their arm. I'm going to try and blow that out and drop this down, just like we've covered in our waltz videos. Then once I got this elbow dropped down, I connect with the side of their head, hopefully grabbing the back of their head, and this hand, my bottom hand, is still down here. I pull down just like I'm going to drop this elbow in, but as I pull down, I shoot this hand up. Now the ox hand is a C hand, which is your hand makes a C, and you hit with that C, but the ox hand is the C hand that is inverted, so it's an inverted C hand. I used to write inverted C hand, and it took forever in my notes. Now I just write ox hand, it's much faster. So we're going to go on the outside, however you see fit. Once you get to a position where you have control of the back of their neck and you have this arm controlling their cross hand, then this one shears up and you sandwich these two together. So you hit with the inverted C hand here and you hit with the back of the hand here, and that's your egg cutter motion. You just chop this shot in there. So I bring this up, bring this down, bring this in, and bring that up. Okay, so we make that sandwich shot of that C hand shot. Now, from that position here, I'm going to show it from another angle. So we're on this side here. I'm going to defend. I'm going to hit and hit and hit. And then right from here, I'm going to bring this hand up and chop this one in. Okay? I'm trying this with the mirror to see if it helps. It probably won't, but it's worth a shot. So defend this, hit that. I connect on this side, and I hit my C hand. Once I've got my C hand or my ox hand, it's not multiple shots. I'm just trying to do that for effect so you can see it. Once I hit this this ox hand or this egg cutter motion, what we're going to deal with is this sort of pinned position right here. You've got this neck and this head turned, or this head and this neck locked in. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hands and you're going to drop them down as you drop your weight, and you're going to rotate it through. So you've got all this cool entry stuff into this position here, and you hit your egg cutter. Now you've got their trachea, and you've got the back of their head here. You're going to turn, just like so. What I have found is taking my rear foot and stepping up and dropping my lead foot behind helps if you are trying to do this in slow motion with somebody who's much bigger than you. But the idea is that you step this hand through here like so, and you get their head to do the work. So if my head is here, my head gets cranked, and that's the motion. So if I'm dealing with somebody in front of me and I hit this egg cutter, I bring this around, I now have their back, okay? So the games we play are a bit different than some of the others. So I now have their back, and I used to have the neck and the head. Chances are during the spin I've lost the neck, but I have like a double mandible. I've got the double jawline, right? Or I just have a single jawline in the neck, or the shoulder, or the traps, whatever. But from this position, from behind, I have 2 hands on their jaw. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to yank their head straight back, and as I do, I drop my weight out, like so. So I'm taking their head, cranking it back, and trying to slam their body down onto the ground. Now, there's legal implications for this. This is not something you do at any point in time. This is for the cultural purposes. So, the idea of this is I get this all the way through here, and I take it straight down. You can stomp, kick, whatever you want to do to follow up. I'm not worried about that. I just want to get you guys this egg cutter where you bring this in, hit this shot here, pivot this, and take it straight down. So the lower you can drop, the easier it's going to be to make them land on the back. Option 1. Option 2 is you're going to drop them onto a knee. So again, bring this up, hit your egg cutter, bring it through. I now have a knee in front. So instead of going straight back in here, I bring straight onto here. So a lot of times in C-lot, you will see this sort of motion. The idea is that you have control and you drive it onto your knee. So I'm pulling their head nice and violently against my knee. It's again, there's legal implications for this. Don't go trying this on a friend. Don't go trying this on a drunk buddy. Don't go trying this on a drunk dude in a bar fight. You will go to jail. Let's not do that. So this is cultural arts. We're trying to show the history. So bring this up, drop this down, connect, connect. Scoop this through, drop that on the knee. Okay? So that is option 2. Option 3 is you're going to be a little bit more forceful with that knee. All right, so bring this in, hit your egg cutter. Again, that's the focus of this video, is this egg cutter position. Take this through. You now have their back, you have this crank, but as you crank, you drop the knee in the back. So you are now pulling into your own knee. Ideally, you're hitting them right in the small of their back. Okay? So again, I bring this motion in, I egg cutter. Again, I'm trying to stop this breathing momentarily. Hook it around. Now, pull. As you pull, lift that knee up and drive that knee in as you pull back into your own body. So that is 3 options from an egg cutter, okay? That's how I call it because it's how I was taught. Again, it's a turn the head throw. Once you have control of both halves of the head, the front and the back half, you are able to spin it around, you're able to move it, okay? There's tools you can use that aren't normally available to you. But what we're dealing with is how to manipulate and follow up after you get this egg cutter. We'll take a look at other options before and after the egg cutter in another video.